The winds of discontent are blowing across Britain. A growing number of people feel a deep sense of disappointment. King Charles III, a monarch meant to be a symbol of unity, is facing increasing criticism. Many feel he is not seeing the struggles of his people. This feeling is not confined to a small group. It is a sentiment that is spreading, touching many lives. The nation watches and waits, hoping for a sign that their sovereign understands their plight. The silence from the palace gates for many feels louder than any speech. It is a silence that breeds unease in homes across the land. This sense of abandonment is a heavy burden for the citizens to bear. They look towards the monarchy, an institution steeped in history and tradition, for a sense of stability. Yet, what they perceive is a distance, a chasm between the crown and the common experience. It is as if their daily battles are invisible to those in positions of power. This feeling of being overlooked is particularly acute now, as many face significant hardships. The expectation of empathy from their king is deeply felt. They yearn for a connection, a reassurance that they are not alone in their struggles. This is not about politics, it is about a human need for acknowledgement. Among those feeling this profound sense of neglect are the nation's veterans. These brave men and women, who once stood ready to defend the country, now find themselves fighting new battles. They face challenges with healthcare, housing, and adapting to civilian life. They feel their sacrifices are being forgotten. Alongside them are the pensioners, who have worked their entire lives contributing to society. Now, in their later years, they struggle with rising costs on fixed incomes. They worry about heating their homes and affording basic necessities. Their golden years are tarnished by anxiety. The vulnerability of the disabled and the nation's children is also a grave concern. Individuals with disabilities often face immense hurdles in accessing support and opportunities. They need a society that champions their inclusion, not one that seems indifferent to their specific needs. And what of the children, the future of the nation? Many are growing up in households strained by financial pressures. Their opportunities are shaped by the economic realities their parents face. The king, as a symbol of the nation, holds a unique position to shine a light on these issues, to show he cares for every single subject, especially the most vulnerable. There is a growing perception that King Charles III resides in an ivory tower. This image suggests a disconnect from the everyday realities of his people. While the monarchy has always had a unique position, the current sentiment is one of concern. People wonder if the king truly understands the depth of their struggles. The challenges faced by ordinary Britons are not abstract statistics. They are lived experiences, filled with worry and hardship. The view from a palace window can be very different from the view from a council flat or a terraced house. This perceived detachment is a source of growing frustration. The working class, the backbone of the nation, feels particularly unacknowledged. These are the people who keep the country running. They work in factories, drive buses, teach children and care for the sick. Yet many feel their contributions are undervalued, their voices unheard. They see a system that seems to benefit a few, while they struggle to make ends meet. The dignity of hard work feels eroded when it is not met with fair wages or security. They look to their king not for policy changes, but for a recognition of their vital role in society. A simple acknowledgement could mean so much. Consider the plight of pensioners in more detail. Many have meticulously planned for their retirement only to find their savings diminished by inflation. The cost of groceries, energy bills and medication continues to rise. Their fixed incomes stretch thinner and thinner each month. The dream of a comfortable retirement, free from financial worry, is fading for many. They are forced to make difficult choices, often between heating and eating. This is not the reward they expected after a lifetime of hard work and contribution. Their anxiety is a quiet crisis unfolding in homes across the country. Then there are the veterans, individuals who have shown immense courage and dedication. Upon returning to civilian life, many encounter significant obstacles. Accessing mental health support can be difficult. Finding suitable employment that recognizes their skills can be a challenge. Some face homelessness. These men and women, who were prepared to make the ultimate sacrifice, deserve unwavering support. Instead, many feel let down by the system, by the country they served. Their quiet suffering is a stark reminder of promises unfulfilled. The king, as head of the armed forces, has a special responsibility to these heroes. An urgent call is echoing throughout the United Kingdom. It is a plea for King Charles III to wake up. This is not a call for revolution, but for recognition. People want their king to see them, to hear them, and to understand their current hardships. The news from early 2025 indicated that this sentiment was already intensifying. Now, as May unfolds, the need for the king to address these pressing domestic issues feels more critical than ever. The nation craves a monarch who is not just a figurehead, but a compassionate presence. This is a moment that calls for true leadership, born of understanding. The emotional toll of this perceived detachment is significant. It breeds a sense of hopelessness and cynicism. When people feel that their leaders are out of touch, trust erodes. This is damaging not just to the monarchy, but to the fabric of society. The feeling of being forgotten can lead to despair. Many are looking for a sign that their king is aware of their daily battles. They want to believe that he cares about their welfare. The emotional well-being of the nation is at stake. A monarch who connects with the hearts of his people can be a powerful force for good. Even small gestures from the king could make a world of difference. A visit to a struggling community, a heartfelt speech acknowledging the difficulties, or simply being seen to listen to ordinary people could have a profound impact. It is not about providing all the answers. It is about showing that he is present, that he is engaged, and that he empathizes with their situation. Such actions would help to bridge the perceived gap between the palace and the people. They would demonstrate that the king is not above the concerns of his subjects, but stands with them. Think of the daily struggles faced by countless families. Parents are working multiple jobs just to put food on the table. They worry about their children's future in an uncertain world. The rising cost of living casts a long shadow over family life. Young people struggle to get onto the property ladder. The dream of a secure and prosperous life seems increasingly out of reach for many. These are not abstract economic problems. They are human stories of resilience and quiet desperation. The king has an opportunity to acknowledge these realities, to offer a message of hope and solidarity. The time has come for King Charles III to take a visibly proactive stance. It is imperative that he demonstrates through clear actions that he truly cares about the pressing issues facing Britain. This is not about interfering in politics, a line the monarch must carefully observe. Rather, it is about fulfilling the symbolic and pastoral role of the crown. The people need to feel that their king is with them in spirit, understanding their anxieties and aspirations. A monarch who's perceived as distant risks alienating the very people he's meant to serve. The nation waits for a sign. There are many ways the king could connect more deeply with his people. He could embark on a series of visits to different parts of the country, specifically targeting areas facing significant challenges. Listening sessions, where ordinary citizens can share their experiences directly, could be invaluable. These encounters should not be mere photo opportunities. They must be genuine efforts to understand and to show solidarity. Using his platform to highlight the work of charities and community groups tackling these issues could also amplify their efforts. It is about being a visible presence, a reassuring figure in troubled times. It is crucial to understand that this call for action transcends political debate. The expectation for the king to remain politically neutral is well understood and respected. However, empathy is not a political stance, it is a human quality. Showing concern for veterans, pensioners, the disabled, children and the working class is not about endorsing a particular policy, it is about acknowledging their worth and their struggles. The king can be a unifying figure, reminding everyone of their shared humanity and the importance of supporting one another. This is a role uniquely suited to the monarch. Ultimately, the plea is for King Charles to step down from any perceived ivory tower and walk among his people, metaphorically and perhaps literally. It is a call for him to use his unique position to comfort, to encourage and to inspire. The challenges facing Britain are significant, and the people are feeling the strain. They need to know that their king is not insulated from their reality, but is a compassionate leader who understands their fears and hopes. By actively engaging with the nation's concerns, King Charles can strengthen the bond between the crown and its people, ensuring the monarchy remains a relevant and cherished institution for